Also, before we continue exploring, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us for more adventures. Your support always helps us keep discovering.
There was a time when Caracas was the pride of Latin America. In the 1970s and 80s, it was rich, refined, and full of promise. Fueled by oil wealth, it boasted modern highways, glittering malls, elite universities, and a thriving middle-class economy. They called it the Little Miami. The skyline sparkled, the streets buzzed with culture, and the future looked bright. Fast forward to 2025, and the Caracas is a very different place. A capital once celebrated for progress is now counted amongst the most dangerous cities on earth. So how did it all unravel? It all began in 1999 when Hugo Chávez came to power, promising equality and revolution. His government poured oil profits into social programs that initially had good intention and planned to uplift millions of citizens out of poverty. But underneath the progress was a growing dependence on oil, unchecked corruption, and an increasing authoritarianism. When the oil prices collapsed in 2014, the economy imploded. Venezuela's currency, the bolivar, lost all its value almost overnight. Salaries couldn't buy a loaf of bread. Caracas, once a city of abundance, became a city of scarcity. By 2016, the collapse wasn't just economic, it was social. In the power vacuum left by a weakened state, criminal groups and armed gangs began taking over entire neighborhoods. Known as colectivos, many operated with impunity, some even in collaboration with the government. Police forces became feared rather than trusted, often accused of corruption or brutality. In the words of one Caracas resident, "Aquí manda el que tiene armas." Here, the one with the weapon is in charge. In many parts of the city, justice no longer comes from a courtroom. It comes from the barrel of a gun. Between 2017 and 2013, inflation in Venezuela hit historic highs, over 1 million % at its worst. In Caracas, store shelves emptied, power outages became normal, people stood in long lines for flour, oil, even drinking water. Salaries couldn't keep up with the prices. Hospitals ran out of the basic supplies. In the streets, robberies were less about wealth and more about hunger. People were robbed and mugged for bread, baby formula, or even just bags of rice. When the body is starving, morality starts to bend. Survival becomes the only law. Since 2015, more than 7.7 million Venezuelans have left the country, many fleeing on foot to Colombia, Peru, and Brazil and beyond. Caracas was hit hard. Doctors, engineers, teachers, business owners, all gone now. What remains is a city scarred by absence. Public services have crumbled, infrastructure outdated and often broken. Schools sit half empty. The middle class has all but vanished. For those who stay behind, leaving isn't a choice, it's a luxury they can't afford. Caracas is a city that refuses to disappear. Beneath the chaos and violence, life pushes on. Children play in alleyways, artists paint murals on crumbling walls, grandmothers still cook arepas by candlelight. Music echoes through the streets, even during blackouts. The spirit of Caracas may be bruised, but not broken, still pulses beneath the surface. Because no matter how dark it gets, Caracas still breathes. Please, wander always, but wander safely. Thanks again for listening, and don't forget to like and subscribe.